it's about the people. I know a lot because I'm here. Nigeria, love as country, walking together is the key. Nigeria, let's love as country, our future is you and me. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, friends. My name is Modern Traveler. I am here to sit and presentation. I love my country, Nigeria, a country so pure and essential, with physical relevance and natural blessing, like a population of bacteria. I am proud to live in Nigeria. We can contribute to the world's finest brand. I belong in my country called Nigeria. Do not break the fire. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ezechiel Kide, and I'm here to recite a poem for you titled Nigeria. Nigeria, my Nigeria, of proud warriors in ancestral savannas. Nigeria, of whom my grandmother sings. On the banks of the distant river, I have never known you, but your blood flows in my veins. Your beautiful black blood that irrigates the field. The blood of your sweat, the sweat of your work, the work of your slavery, and the slavery of your children. Nigeria, tell me, Nigeria, is this you, this back that is bent? This back breaks under the weight of humiliation? This back trembles in the red stars and say yes to the whip under the midday sun. But a brave voice answers me, impetuous tongue, that tree young and strong, that tree there, in splendid loveliness amidst wild and fading flowers. That is Nigeria, young Nigeria, that grows again patiently, obstinately, and its fruits gradually acquire the bitter taste of liberty. Thank you.
Wow, amazing!
My country, I know a lot because I care. Nigeria, my beloved country, walking together is the key. Nigeria, my beloved country, our future is you and me.
I'm here to tell us a brief history about Nigeria. Nigeria was a country formerly named called the Royal Niger Company Territories. Nigeria was colonized by the British colonials in the year 1901 to 1960. Nigeria is blessed with many different resources such as palm oil, palm kernel, tea, coal, cotton, groundnut, crude oil, gold, iron ore, etc. Now, the British colonials were attracted by these resources. The name Nigeria was given by the British journalist Flora Shaw, who later married the British colonial administrator Lord Frederick Lugard. The name Nigeria was gotten from the Niger River running across the country. The name was coined in on the 8th of January 1897. Nigeria got her independence on the 1st of October 1916. The Nigerian flag was designed by Michael Taiwo Akipumi. The Nigerian flag has three vertical bands, the green, white, and green. The two green stripes represent natural wealth, and the white stripes represent peace and unity. Thank you.
I'll be reciting a poem on Nigeria. Nigeria, my motherland, blessed with oil and gold. Nigeria, my motherland. Nigeria, our great and beloved motherland, where multitudes of tribes unitedly stand. Our land across by two rivers divided, with much vegetation by nature provided. The home of people resilience, with great icons of one's diligence. We hail thee, our great and regarded Black nation. Thank you.
Nigeria has been blessed by different leaders in the past 61 years. Today, as we commemorate the freedom of our great country, I shall recall our previous leaders from 1960 to date. We had Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Governor General and President from 1960 to 1966. We also had Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa as Prime Minister 1960 to 1966. General Aguiyi Ironsi, Head of State 1960 to January to July 1966. General Tabuka Gowon, Head of State 1966 to 1960 to 1975. General Mohammed, Head of State 1975 to 1976. General Olusegun Obasanjo, Head of State 1976 to 1979. Alai Shehu Shagari, President 1979 to 1983. General Babangida, Head of State 1985 to 1993. Chief Ernest Shonika, President November 1993. General Sani Abacha 1993 to 1998. Olusegun Obasanjo 1999 to 2007. Human Yar'Adua 2007 to 2010. Goodluck Jonathan 2010 to 2015. Muhammadu Buhari, President 2015 to 2010.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victoria Chikuna from Valley Elementary School. I'm here to present a speech, I Have a Dream. When I was a bit younger, deep down my thoughts dream, I dreamt of an ant hill on savannah where lies beneath the abundance of the earth's treasures. It was a hill with diverse cultural heritages were found and displayed by people brought together by lowlands in divine cause. In the midst of this great abundance has arisen greatest enemy, who eventually gave birth to disunity and corruption. Today, this beautiful auntie of the savannah is being threatened by the twin children of the enemy. When many protest you, I see the contrary because of the divine government in the 1913 Lord Rights Amalgamation. I see a Nigeria where herdsmen keep safe farm crops. I see a Nigeria where love and tolerance become the religion of the people. I see a Nigeria where public fund and property is being treated as sacred. I see a Nigeria where the gap between the poor and the rich is bridged. I see a Nigeria where equal opportunity will be given to all citizens. A Nigeria where examination and practice is once again controlled. And finally, a Nigeria where Africa and Africans will be proud of. Therefore, today I call upon all to arise and make this great Nigeria a reality for posterity. Thank you.
I am here to speak on the topic strategies of a good leader. A leader is someone who directs a group of people to achieve a collective goal. A leader must be humble and ready to take the lead. To achieve, he must administrate. To administrate, he must coordinate. To coordinate, he must demonstrate. To demonstrate, he must participate. To participate, he must communicate. To communicate, he must disseminate. To disseminate, he must inculcate. To inculcate, he must share. To share, he must care. And to care, he must love.
Dream, where the tangling discourse of our nation will be turned into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we'll be able to work together, struggle together, and stand up for freedom, knowing that we'll be free. Thank you.
Like I keep saying, anytime I have opportunity of talking about my country, Nigeria, I usually describe our country as a work in progress. We haven't actually reached our destination, but we are on the right trajectory, on the right road. So for the children, my prayer for them is that they will grow into adulthood, like Nigeria started from point one, and today we are celebrating 61 years. Our children of today certainly are going to grow into adulthood. My prayer for them is that the good Lord will keep them, will strengthen them, educate them, because the actual education comes from God. It's not only what we get from schools, but what God gives. The wisdom that comes from God is not that which you can acquire through education. It's by the grace of God. So that the wisdom of God will be upon them, and then they will be good children. They will be respectful children. They will honor their parents, their mother, their father, like the Bible tells us. They will be respectful. They will love this country, because what we require today is to preach love. Let us love our nation, because the moment we love our nation the way we should love our nation, everything will be well. But I'm confident that the good Lord who has taken us this far will take us to the desired destination.
Here we stand as a people with one song, with one voice. We're a nation undivided and poised. We will take us down and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation.
My name is Zara, and I want to ask, how can we stay safe in this country, and what does the future hold for us?
So this is the right question to Madam PPRO. I'm sure your parents must have given you some lessons about who you talk to, when you open the doors. You are not supposed to open the door when the bell rings. That is the first. Well, before I get into that, I'm missing one thing. There are some children here, I can't see you with your face mask. That is the first way to stay safe. Always use your face good. And you always wash your hands good. So, you don't open the door when the bell rings. Once you are home and there's a knock or the bell rings, stay put, stay quiet. The adults in the house will go to the door, or your parents will answer the door. But don't you ever open the door to anyone. Even if you know who is at the door, don't go to the door. That is one. Two, when you are out there, you don't talk to strangers. I'm sure mommy must have told you that.
Yes.
Yes, you don't talk to strangers. Except when mommy is around or daddy is around and said it's okay to answer whatever question the stranger or whoever is asking you. Two, don't eat anything or take anything from strangers. If you want to stay safe, if you want to be safe, don't eat anything that doesn't come from your parents or your daddy. When I say parents, it means when whoever is your guardian at that moment. You went out with auntie. If it's not auntie that gave you something to eat, don't eat it. If it's not uncle, it's not grandma, it's not grandpa, don't even take it. Talk more of eating it. When you do that, you are staying safe. You are mindful of your environment. When you see something and your God tells you that this is not right, say something to your parents. Don't go about following, okay, I want to go out with my friend. If my next door neighbor is my friend, let me go to my friend's house and play. Don't go out without your parents doing. Don't even open the door when your parents, even if they are home or they are not at home, whoever is around you should be the one that should take permission. I want to go and play with my friends. They take it there. That is one. Another point. Another one is when you go to a supermarket with your parents, I'm sure sometimes you lost your way. When you are in the supermarket and you missed your way and you can't find mommy, you can't find daddy, you can't find auntie, you go straight to the checkout desk or you talk to maybe the sales girls, they're always having their uniforms on, ask them. If not, go straight to the checkout and ask for help. Another most important thing I want you to know is know your full name. Can you stand up? You. What's your name? Okay, that's good. You know his name, your name and your surname. That is your full name. You know your name. Do you know your daddy's number? Phone number? You should know your daddy's phone number. You should. Exactly, that's fine. You try. Give him a round of applause. You know your parents' phone number. In case of any emergency, you can call your parents, or you can tell who is helping you that call my daddy. This is my daddy's number, this is my mommy's number. Know their contact number and know the address of your house. When you find yourself missing, you look around, you see a woman with children. Those are the people you first ask for help. A woman with children. If not, stay calm, look for a checkpoint, or look for a supermarket, look for somewhere that you feel your gut will tell you that this place is safe. Then you ask. There are always police officers around, or you can see a phone booth where they are making calls. You say, please, don't panic. It is when you panic that the bad guys now start feeling that, oh, this one is missing, I'll take advantage. You understand that? So when you know all those things, I believe you will see. There are so many other points, but the time is too short for me. I can't go into details, but I know that these are the most important ones. Know your parents' names, know their phone numbers, don't talk to strangers, don't open the door for strangers. Not even strangers don't open the door at all. It's not your duty in the house to go to the door. Stay put where you are. When you are playing again, I sometimes want to play around furniture, start climbing furniture, jumping, don't do that. You will get injured.
Lord of
All right, so what did you say? What's your question?
the question is, every time that all the parents beat us, is it for our own good?
Let me start with there is a moral side to it and there is a legal side to it. Let's start with the moral side to it. Every parent has a responsibility to take care of his child. Okay? You take care of a child that you do not. When you say beat, I want to understand what beat means. There is what is called correctional acts. Like somebody, a child can do something and you can spank within some limits. But when a parent begins to abuse a child, abuse is what is wrong. Abuse the body. If a child is 3 years and you start beating that child, then that is abuse because the child does not have understanding to understand why you beat me. So when you say my parents beat me, it has to come within a particular age where the child can communicate with you, maybe 7 or 8 years. But when you spank a child at a particular age, maybe we've heard about issues or reported cases to the police actually, where a parent beat a child of about maybe 2 years and with wounds. Okay? Those ones are very bad. Not good. So your parents have the right to correct you, and they can tap you and spank you in your box. Okay? But to beat you, slap you, to punish you beyond your limits, then that is what the law says that one is not proper. So okay, the mommy and daddy can correct you thank you, Linda Davis. Parents, we thank you to correct you, okay? So if you don't want mommy to beat you or spank you, don't do that. Just do the right thing, okay? Don't play when mommy says you should be reading and don't do the wrong thing. That's why we usually spank you. But if somebody that is not mommy or not your teacher begins to beat you, you must report to your parents.
Situation that Nigeria is in right now, how grateful should we be about the dream we have about a good future? How grateful can we be? That's it.
My wonderful friend there has said that the situation in Nigeria is not peculiar only to Nigeria. Maybe because we are in and we are seeing it and we are soaking it out. But so many things are happening around the world too. But you should not let anything to take away your dreams, your aspiration, your hope. Do you understand? That's what makes we human beings. Before we can get to this level of civilization, we have gone through a lot. Do you understand? And we are here. God created us here to fulfill purpose, to advance this earth. Alright? And He has created and brought you to Nigeria. Some of you or some of our friends have said, God made mistake of creating them in Nigeria. It's not true. It depends on how you look at it. God, there is an intention for God putting you in Nigeria. Alright? And He has a definite purpose for you. So that purpose, when you find it, you pursue it and you fulfill it, no matter the circumstances. Where in the world can you think that is so free and everything is going on well, there's no trouble, there's no disease, disaster, anything? There's nothing like that in the world. Though the level differs, alright? But don't allow any negative circumstances around you to keep your dream, keep your hope alive. Whatever you want to become, whatever contribution you want to contribute, whatever things you want to contribute to your generation, you should work with it. And as you focus on it, God will keep people, to be able to fulfill that destiny. So, Nigeria, we should keep our hope alive. God is working with us, and we too, we will do what we ought to do by His grace, and we will have a brighter future. Do you understand? So anytime you wake up, you know that there are different seasons. There is night season, there are day seasons. Maybe we are going through our night season, but you should be hopeful that in the morning there will always be light, alright? And everything will be bright.
So in math science, we have fun in science. We have fun learning about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So how many of you are ready to have fun right now? If you are ready to have fun, can I see a hand up? Okay, sit back and relax, and let's have fun. Okay, I have with me here. Can you see this? Okay, I have a flask with me, and I have an egg with me. This house here, this glass here, is the house for this egg. This egg needs to get into his house. How do we get it inside the house without squashing it? How do we do that? Can someone guess? Okay.
We can put it through the hole, yeah.
I can put it through the hole. Don't you think it will squash?
To squish. When it gets down.
Okay, let's see. There's a way I can get it in without breaking the egg. Okay, let's try. Hold this for me. Okay. Have you heard about your learned about air, right? Yes. Do you know that inside this bottle there's air in this bottle? Yes. I hope you know that. Yes. I hope you know that air is a matter, and as a matter it's occupies space, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to light up this paper and I'm going to put it inside a bottle. Let's see what happens. Okay.
No. Be fast, so sir. Yo, before he burns you.
It will not burn me.
Do not put the house down.
Okay. Okay. Can you see the egg is inside? Yes. Okay. There's another interesting thing we can try out. How can we bring it out? How can we bring it out? If you know how we can bring it out, can I see your hand up? Okay. Talk to me. How can we bring it out? What? Okay. Any other person? Okay.
Light fire again to come out.
Okay, I will light fire again and it will come out. Okay, that's a nice guess. Any other person? Okay. Talk to me.
Nope.
Okay. Can you see? It's not coming out. Can you see it's not coming? Okay.
Let Max answer the question.
Okay. Alright.
What I need.
What? Do you think if you pour water it will come out?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you how it will come out. Let me try. I don't know if it will come out, but let me try. You know, as a scientist, you may have what we call a hypothesis that this will happen, but you have to try it out for you to know whether it will happen. Okay, let's see if it can come out. Okay, can you see it's not coming out?
Yes.
But there's a way, there's something we can do and it will come out. Everybody watch out.
Whoa! Why did you tell us to watch out?
This is out.
Yes.
What do you think that I did?
You put air inside.
Okay.
You sucked out the egg.
I sucked out the egg. Okay. Okay.
You blew air inside.
That's correct. I blew air inside the flask. So for the part that I blew air inside, the air inside the flask will be pushing it out. So that's exactly what happened. Okay. In math science, we have, like I said in the beginning, we have fun while learning science. What we did now, do you love it?
Yes.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do another interesting experiment. Okay, I have a flask here. Okay, I'll need one volunteer. Okay.
Me, I want to be a volunteer.
Okay, all right, okay. Don't worry, sit back and relax. Okay, we are going to, I have a balloon here. We are going to inflate the balloon with what I have inside here. So all you need to do is to raise the balloon up, raise it up at the count of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Leave it.
It's getting big.
Okay. Can you see the balloon is inflating? What do you think happened? Okay, you?
The air inside was blocked.
Okay, the air inside was blocked, so it could not come out. Okay, you?
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Okay.
I think with water because the water, the balloon, air was inside and it's breaking it up.
Yes, that's nice. Okay, what actually happened is what we call a reaction. So I have this is what we call a vinegar. How many of you know vinegar? Okay, and we have a baking powder inside the balloon. So two of them reacted and they produced CO2. So the CO2 wanted to run away and we trapped it with the balloon, thereby inflating the balloon. Okay, can you clap for me? Can you clap for me? Alright. So in math science, we do a lot of activities. We have fun, science, we build. How many of you love slime? How many of you love slime? Have you made slime before? No! Have you made slime before? No! Okay, what can you tell me about slime?
Slime is a sloppy thing.
It's a sloppy thing. Okay, you
can play with it.
You can play with slime. Okay, what else? Okay.
It's slippery.
It is slippery. Okay.
Please, wait, if you
Okay, but do you know that slime is a polymer? Have you heard about polymer before?
No.
Slime is artificial polymer. Slime is what?
Artificial polymer.
So when your friend is talking about slime next time, you can tell your friend that slime is artificial polymer. Okay, so we're going to make slime. I'm going to have a 5 So the slime we are going to make now, we are going to use what we call PVA. Everybody say it?
PVA.
Can you say it again?
PVA.
Okay, we are going to use PVA as glue. Then we use borax as the activator. Measure out the PVA for them. So everybody watch out.
Please, wait, we can get this slime.
Yes, of course. Okay. Alright, so we're going to make slime right now.
For everybody on the class.
Okay, as we are measuring this, everybody watch out. In math science, we build projects. In math science, we invent projects. Being a math scientist, you are an inventor. So everybody look up. What does this resemble?
It looks like a blender.
It looks like a blender, right?
Yes.
So this is a model of a blender. Okay, let me turn it on. Oh, can you see what is happening? Yes. Okay, actually, you can make a blender. Okay, what about this one?
Light.
Okay, this is a table lamp made out of local resources. In math science, you make things like this. You make it yourself. Okay, let me try and turn it on. Whoa.
It's infinity light.
Whoa. Okay. Alright. When you are ready, let me know. First line, are they ready? Okay, what about this? What does this look like?
A balloon.
A balloon? But this represents something that happens in our body. This represents something that happens in our body.
Yes,
Okay, you know. Okay, the lungs, right?
See, when we breathe, this will go big and out.
Yes, when we breathe, it goes big, right? Okay, alright, let us watch out. So the two balloons inside represents our two lungs, and this balloon down here represents what we call the diaphragm. For you to breathe, the diaphragm has to go down. When it goes down, air enters into the lungs. Okay, for you to breathe out, the diaphragm has to go up. Okay, let us see. Okay, everybody look up. Can you see the lungs are flat? There's no air inside. Okay, let me take the diaphragm down. Can you see the lungs are filled with air? Can you see it? Okay, let's breathe out. Can you see it's flat now? Okay, so this is what happens in your system all the time. The diaphragm goes, there is a muscle underneath your lungs. Is that not interesting? Is that not interesting?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question for you. Can someone tell me the reason why you're young? Can someone tell me the reason why we yawn?
Because when we wake up, because we are tired.
When we are tired, we yawn, right? Okay, but can you tell me the reason why you yawn when you are tired?
I don't know.
Do you know there's a reason for that? Do you want to know?
Yes.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Alright, let us make our slide. I will tell you when we are done with slide. Okay. We have our PBA. Then we have food coloring. Purposely, come on. Add a food coloring. Okay, we are going to add a food coloring. Then we stir. After stirring, we add our borax, which is the activator, and then we stir.
Sorry, excuse me.
Alright.
You can shift a bit so you have
shift a bit
space.
so that I have space to work. Take out the material that I'm not here.
You can stir.
You can stir it, use the stirrer and stir it. Okay. Okay. So what are we doing?
One mixing.
What are we doing?
One mixing PBA and
Food coloring. So our aim is to make a slide. Our aim is to do what? Make slide. Okay. Alright, are we done? Okay. Okay. Alright. So the next thing we are going to do is to add the borax. Okay, everybody are going to pick up. Okay. You are going to pick up the cups, the small cup, then you add the liquid. Do not add everything at once. Add half of it. Then you stir. Okay. Alright.
Add half. Yeah, okay, stir.
Okay, add more. Okay, then stir it. What is happening? Is it getting sticky?